guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be tons of cleaning motivation plus some decluttering. I really need to go through Ethan's clothes, get rid of the ones that are too small for him, and go through the hand-me-downs because he is growing like a weed and all of his clothes look like high waters and his shirts look so many on him. So it's time to go through some hand-me-downs, see what we have, see if I need to buy anything for the upcoming winter season. So we're gonna go do that first, and then we're gonna be tackling some messes around the house, and we're gonna be painting Adrian's bedroom because it really needs to be painted. Her walls are disgusting. So we're just gonna go with the neutral color that I've been using, like in the bathroom and the laundry room. It's just agreeable gray, and we really love that color. So we're gonna go with that. Tons to get done in today's video, so I hope you guys are ready for all the cleaning motivation. If you're new, I'd love for you to subscribe. I upload cleaning content every single Thursday and Sunday, so I would love to have you here. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. So this is all of Ethan's clothes up here, and you guys know what I love to do. I love to pull everything out and go through it. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull it out of the closet, and then that is the bin full of hand-me-downs. So once I go through everything, then we will pull out the hand-me-downs. You're so cute.
Get up, no room for recitation now. It's time to show the way. Come on and move.
I'm checking the tags to see sizes. Pretty much all of the 3Ts I went ahead and donated. I kept a few that ran a little bit bigger, but for the most part, all the 3Ts had to go. He is turning 4 in October, which I still can't believe, you guys. He's almost 4 years old. It is mind-blowing to me, but he's growing like a weed, so time to get rid of all the 3Ts and move the 4Ts in. Thankfully, I did have quite a bit of hand-me-downs. I was very pleased. So thankfully, I don't have to worry about getting too many essentials, just kind of, you know, if I see cute outfits here and there that I like, of course, I'll pick them up. But hand-me-downs are life-saving, you guys. I'm so happy that I held on to a lot of things. Once we knew we were going to have a 4th child, if you guys been here for a while, I'm sure you heard this story, but I actually didn't save much baby clothes from Austin, my third child, because my husband was pretty set on not having any more. I was still hopeful that he would change his mind, but he was like, just go ahead, donate, you know, all the clothes. We're not going to have a 4th. And then once Austin was about, I think he was around 3, I could tell that he was going to change his mind. So I pretty much have hand-me-downs from 3 and up. So that works out really good. But when Ethan was a baby, I pretty much had to buy all new stuff because we got rid of almost all of Austin's baby clothes.
Directions, yeah. It's time to show the way. Have a good time here in the night, and all we feel that is such a good ride. What we call life, it can't be real. So we keep on dancing to the beat. Yeah, we keep on moving our feet. Yeah, we keep on dancing to the beat.
I must admit, I was getting a little teary-eyed looking at all of these old clothes and just thinking like, oh my goodness, Ethan is going to be the last one to wear these, and you know, the season is going to be over. It's always so bittersweet. I don't know why it just feels like that. It's like, obviously our kids are going to be in our lives forever, but knowing that they're not going to be super teeny tiny is just, it's so hard on the heart. So I was tearing up a little bit, especially one of the shirts that I pulled out of here was one of Austin's favorite shirts. It was a button up, and we always would joke Austin because he looked like Charlie Sheen. Like, it's one of those, like, I guess it's kind of like Hawaiian looking, but it's a button up. And he loved it. That was his go-to shirt. And whenever I pulled it out of storage, I was like, oh my gosh, like it just brought back all of those memories. And I can't believe Ethan is already fitting in it. It's just, oh my gosh, you guys, time is so weird. It goes by fast, but also slow at the same time. And it's crazy.
We keep on moving, now we're free. We keep on dancing, keep on loving, keep on making it real.
I have all the hand-me-downs on the hangers, so we're going to go ahead and organize the closet. I'm not going to do like color coding or anything like that. I like to keep it simple, and I put all of the long sleeve shirts together, all of the short sleeve shirts, and then on the right side of the closet, I like to put jackets, pullovers, stuff like that. So keep it really simple, easy for me to find what I need. It is still very hot. I feel like almost everywhere down south right now, it's still really hot. I'm so ready for that fall weather, but we're not there quite yet. So I am putting the long sleeve shirts in the back of the closet because we're probably not going to need those for a little bit. Leaving the short sleeves right up front because that's pretty much all we're using right now. We're still wearing shorts. Hopefully we're going to be transitioning soon.
We keep on moving, keep on loving, keep on making it real. Press play, you'll be there in a second. I am here, and I can make you sweat. I'm the song, the beat, the end. We've all
I did go ahead and bag all of the clothes that we're going to be donating. I haven't quite decided though. I might take them up to Once Upon a Child because I know you can get some money back depending on, like the brand of the clothes. And I feel like a lot of them were still in really good shape. So I haven't decided quite yet if I'm going to try Once Upon a Child, and then whatever they don't take, then I'll donate the rest. But I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go up there. If you guys haven't checked out Once Upon a Child, not only can you find very affordable, nice quality clothes there, but you can also sell your clothes. So it's usually not much. They give you like 50 cents per item, but it's better than nothing. And I think it's a better option when you don't feel like doing a garage sale or like posting it online. It's just a little bit easier and a great way to get just some of your money back.
of this moment. We're charged, we're ready to relive this again. It's time to show the way. So we keep on dancing to the beat, and we keep on moving, now we're free.
We're going to head back downstairs now that I'm done doing the decluttering that I wanted to get done. And we're going to do just some tidying up of the house. I wanted to tackle the areas that needed some attention. And it was still pretty early in the day. I like to make my bed first thing in the morning, open up the curtains and the blinds, let in some natural light, especially in our bedroom. It is so dark in here because of our blackout curtains. So I really love opening everything up first thing in the morning.
We keep on dancing to the beat, and we keep on moving, now we're free. Have a good time here in the night, and all we feel that it's such a good ride. While we call life, it can't be real.
It is about that time for me to start going through my dressers and seeing what I can get rid of and just reorganize my stuff because I'm getting a bit lazy and starting to throw things inside of there. And yeah, it's starting to look like a hot mess. So that is definitely going to be something I will be tackling in the near future.
Yeah, we keep on dancing to the beat, and we keep on moving, now we're free.
There's something so satisfying about having a freshly vacuumed room. It's like the cherry on top whenever I'm cleaning. It always feels so good. But now that my room is nice and tidied up, we're going to get started on some laundry. You guys know I love to do at least 1 to 2 loads per day just to try to stay on top of things.
I've been trying to bend the rules since I barely was walking. I've been trying harder all my life, cause I need to be perfect.
I wanted to do an update on my all natural laundry detergent that I've been using. It is called Attitude, and I really love it. It's in the summer berry scent. I love that it leaves a very subtle scent behind. But like I have mentioned before, sometimes I'm getting like little spots on my clothes, and at first I thought it was something in my washing machine, but I got a few comments from you guys letting me know that this is a common problem for people who have hard water and they try to use all natural detergent. I guess this is something that can happen. So what I've been doing to try to help combat that problem, of course I have my Shout that I'll spray on there. And it will help. It'll get a lot of the grease out of it. But to try to prevent it is mixing my Molly Suds detergent, which is like a powder. I've been mixing it with the Attitude and it's been doing really good. I feel like it's not leaving the grease spots anymore. So that's what I've been using together, and I feel like it's leaving my laundry smelling really good. So I'll let you guys know if anything changes, but that's what I've been doing and really enjoying it, and I'm getting the Molly Suds in the citrus scent.
Be a little better. Maybe you could be my salvation out of here. I can get it off. We are never done. I'm Julian, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. 'Cause as long as you are here with me, I'll be living, loving, wild and free. I can get it off, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop.
Today, I'm putting the laundry away immediately after folding it. This is my downfall. I will typically leave it on the couch and not put it away. So if you guys have some laundry that needs to be folded or put away, go ahead, grab it. Let's do some laundry together, get it picked up.
I just give 200% every day 'cause I own it. I'm fighting all of my life. I'm bad and I know it. If I could just be a little better, maybe you could be my salvation out of here. I can get it off.
I do still pick up my boys' clothes because they are a bit younger. My oldest son is 8 and then my youngest is 3. So I put their clothes away, and what I like to do for their dressers is use the KonMari method for folding, and I feel like it is really good at saving space in there, and it's a lot easier to find their clothes. For the most part, they do a good job not making a mess in there because, I mean, Ethan, I pretty much pick out his clothes for him, my youngest. And then Austin, my 8-year-old, does pick out his own clothes. So I do have to go in there and reorganize every once in a while because he'll pull something out thinking it was something else and then he just throws it back in there. So as I put away the clothes, I try to just reorganize whatever gets messed up. And it's just easier to stay on top of it by doing it this way.
I'm Julian, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. 'Cause as long as you are here with me, I'll be living, loving, wild and free. I can get it off, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. Summer days, they will be over soon. Nothing else could get me and you. Let's just sleep beneath the big blue moon. Yeah, yeah. Summer days, they will be over soon. Nothing else could be like me and you. Let's just stay beneath the
Now that I've picked up all the clothes, we're going to head back downstairs and start tackling my bathroom. It really wasn't too dirty in here, but I wanted to wipe it down. I was noticing a lot of water spots on the mirror.
moon. Yeah, yeah. I can get it off. We are never done. I'm Julian, baby, you are like the sun. Pour out your love, fill me to the top. Let me hear that champagne burst and pop. 'Cause as long as you are here, I'll be living, loving, wild and free. I can get it off, fill me to the top. One step forward and another back. I would never try to fool ya. I'm one heartbeat away from going mad. Girl, when you're looking like that. Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby, got me hooked on you once again. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new. I was on the bed when you undressed. Baby, when I pulled you in and felt your breath, then I knew the girl.
It had been a while since I washed these rugs and did the floors in here, so we're going to go ahead, pull out the rugs, get those in the wash here in a few minutes, and also steam mop these floors. I haven't pulled out my steamer in a while. You guys know I love my O-Cedar mop, and I've been using that for all the mopping, but today I was like, you know what? I haven't brought out my steamer in a while. I was going to go ahead and pull it out, steam the floors. And that's the one thing that I really love about using a steamer is it also sanitizes with the heat. So it is a win-win, especially in the bathrooms. It's really important to sanitize the floors as well.
Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Every moment is another chance. Loving you is all I wanted. I'm wide open for a love affair. Girl, when you're looking like that. Closer, closer, I'ma get closer to you. Yeah, got me, baby.
In case y'all are wondering what steamer I have, this is the Shark one. It is an older model. I've had this thing probably, I'd say like 6 years or so. I've had it for a really long time. It is held up. The only thing that I really need to do is buy some new pads for it because the fabric is so old and it's been through the wash so many times that the edges are starting to rip. So I do need to buy some like replacement pads. But besides that, this thing has held up so well. It does a great job and they're really affordable. I want to say I spent like $100 on mine, back then. And it has definitely held up for me. And usually when I steam mop, I didn't do it this day, but what I like to do is spray some cleaner as I'm steam mopping. That way you also get that really good scent left behind. If you have like company coming over and you want your house to smell good, you can spray down a little bit of cleaner and steam mop it and it leaves your house smelling good and sanitized.
Damn. Girl, I need you. How many times do I wanna yell? 'Cause we could be so complete. Baby, I'll never want anyone new.
I don't know what it is recently, but I have been obsessed with vacuuming my stairs. I don't know why. Usually I dread it and I don't really look forward to doing it, but recently I have been loving it. I think because it leaves the carpet looking like really fresh and fluffed up, and I don't know. But I have been vacuuming my stairs almost weekly recently.
Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I could never resist it. Smiling like that, I can never resist it. Ooh, smiling like that, I can never resist it.
By this time, my load of laundry was done, so I could switch it over and go ahead and start washing my bathroom mats to get those nice and clean. And then we're going to be heading up into Adrian's room after I had picked up the kids from school because it was almost time to go get them. And I didn't want to start a painting project and then have to stop, halfway through. So we're going to pick up in the evening after we already ate dinner and all of that. I really wanted to finish her bedroom that night, but I was a little ambitious. That was a lot of walls to paint, but as you can see, her room really needed to be painted. I don't know what she does in here, you guys. That big scuff mark, that was because her chair that she used to have in here, it had like metal bars on it, and she had fell back while sitting in it, and it brushed up against the wall and just scuffed it all up. So I really wanted to fix that because it looked so bad, and her walls just needed some fresh paint. You guys know my house has flat paint, so I can't clean the walls. So I was really excited to put the semi-gloss paint on. That way the walls are now wipeable. And I end up doing this whole side in the evening, and then I end up calling it a day after that, and we pick it back up the next morning and I finish up her room. I do have the wall that her dresser's on. I don't end up painting that one, but there's really no scuff marks, and I haven't decided if I'm going to paint that one now or maybe just wait until I rearrange her room again and need to move it, and then I'll paint it. I don't know. I haven't quite decided, but I needed to finish painting because I was starting to get bad headaches, and I usually never get headaches, so I'm assuming it was from the fumes in her room. I wanted to open up a window, but y'all, it's so hot outside. I did not want to let all the heat in, but I did have the fan on. It was blowing, but I don't think there was enough ventilation in here because, yeah, my head was pounding after I got done the next day. So as you guys can tell, I like to do all of the edge work first, and then I can go in with the roller and finish up because rolling is so fast, and it is definitely the most satisfying part for me is doing the rolling, but the edge work is the most time consuming, so I like to get it done first and to make sure it has time to dry because I feel like the edges is where it's harder to tell, like if you missed a spot and you have to be more tedious. So by doing the edges first, I give it time to dry. So by the time I get done rolling, I can see if I missed anything, especially doing this gray because the walls were already in agreeable gray. It was just a flat paint. So by painting it in a semi-gloss, it basically looked the same. Like as I was painting, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even tell. Like, did I paint this spot? Did I not? It was really hard to see. And then as it was getting darker in her room, like the lighting was not helping. It was really hard. So I did end up doing some touch-ups the next day whenever I could fully, see it dry. But I love doing it this way. And you guys know I don't use painter's tape because the walls are textured here in Texas, and every time I've used painter's tape, when I lift it up, the paint has literally leaked between the cracks in the walls, and it's just a mess. Like every time I've tried to use painter's tape, it ends up a mess. I have to go back over it and fix all the edge work. So to save time and my sanity, I just go slower on the edges and take my time. I even pull out this little miniature paintbrush that the kids have for their washable paints because I can get really close, especially in the corners when you're scared to get the paintbrush all the way in there because, you don't want to hit the ceiling. So I actually pull out a kid's paintbrush and paint the corners, and it works so good. So if you guys also struggle with those really tight corners, go ahead and pick up a little kid's paintbrush and use that. I promise it is game changing.
When I think about the way we used to be, when I think about the things you took from me, I know that I am so much better, better. When I look at what I've done, now that we're apart, when I look at what I've won, I've come so far. I know I'm so much better off, and baby, you don't belong.
I don't think you guys can really tell because of the angle, but I was jamming out as I was painting. I was having like a karaoke moment up here. Even the kids were like, "Mom, what are you doing?" like, but it really helps like just make the time go by faster by putting on some really good jams. I actually have been listening to on Pandora. I type in Alanis Morissette, and all of the music on that station is so good. It definitely brings back all the memories of being a kid, and I love old music. I love classic rock, Alanis Morissette, Jewel, like I love all of that. So if you guys haven't been listening to that genre of music in a while, you should definitely check out Alanis Morissette on Pandora.
Shaken but not stirred, just a lesson that I've learned, and so it goes. Tables turn, and you're on your own. When I think about the way we used to be.
It is now the next morning, and I'm ready to tackle this last and final wall. This one was really gross too. I ended up having to go get the spackle and patch up a spot because there was a little hole. I don't know why. I didn't have my camera on when I did it, but I did patch up a little spot. That way it would just look a lot smoother when I paint it. Ethan takes full advantage every time I'm cleaning or doing anything in Adrian's room. He is always going through her drawers. You guys know that's where she keeps all of her fidgets and all of her little toys and slime and all the stuff that she has. And every single time I'm in here, he's like, "Mom, can I play with her stuff?" And I'm like, "Okay, but you have to put it back as soon as we leave." So he was having so much fun playing with all of her toys. was so excited to see her room when it was all done. She was so appreciative and she was like, I'm gonna try not to make a mess on my walls. But at least now I can wipe them. If anything gets on them, I don't even have to worry about it. So that is really nice. It is worth the effort to paint the walls. That way they are wipeable. I really wish that I could paint downstairs, like the entryway and along the stairs, but the ceilings are so tall. I want to say they're like 20-foot ceilings where I just can't. Like if I were to even attempt to paint that, like I would have to hire someone to do the top because I'm not getting up that high. Like that is terrifying, but that is the downside to having really tall ceilings is when you want to change the paint. It is very hard, and I don't understand why builders don't use a better grade of paint. Like, ugh, it's so frustrating, but at least her bedroom now is wipeable and we can keep it clean. She has been in this phase of wanting to learn how to be a contortionist, I think is the right word, where you can like bend your body and you're super flexible and all of that. She has been obsessed with watching these gymnasts and contortionist, and she is determined to be one. So she's oftentimes like flipping and putting her feet on the walls and all kinds of stuff like that. So thankfully now the walls will be able to handle all of that, but it's really cute that she's starting to get into it. She's been asking to do gymnastics, so I think we're going to look into gymnastics for her soon since she does seem to be really interested in it. But for right now, we're about to start flag football for Austin, which is really exciting. He's starting in the beginning of October. So with him in football, I try not to put any other kids in a sport because it's really hard. Like my husband often works late, so I'm the one that has to drive them to everything. And I just get worried, like, are the schedules going to line up? And it's just really hard. It's hard to juggle it all. So props to you parents out there that have all your kids in tons of sports, because I find that so overwhelming and hard to juggle. So all the props to you guys. But we're now at the end of today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I hope you got some motivation to tackle something around your house today. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. It helps out my channel. If you're new, I'd love for you to subscribe. I upload cleaning motivation every single Thursday and Sunday, and I would love to have you here. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!